In the words of Rocky Maivia, good evening to the millions and millions and millions of Champ fans out there. Welcome to a little bit of a bonus game week 3, hosted by yours truly. I am due to have Dimble with us, but I know Tuesday night's a football night for him, so he may well be held up. So it might just be a solo stream. Hope you're all well. See Scotty in the chat, Tato in there, and Big Stay right. Just a quick little review of where we're at. Obviously, it's early doors. Nothing really counts until game week 5 at least. Oh, and just as I say that, Dims, you all right, son? Dimbolo.
Yes, mate.
Hello, mate. How you doing, big guy? You all right?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you all right, mate. Can you hear me? Ooh, you're a little bit laggy there, Dims. I don't know if it's your mic or your connection. Can you hear us all right?
Yes, mate. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You're sorted, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know if my mate just crashed, but I think it's all good now.
Yeah, I think you're good, mate. I think you're good. How you doing, big guy? You all right?
Yeah, but mate, yeah, I was just grabbing myself a beer. Sorry, I'm late.
Yeah, good lad. What you on there? Let us guess. I think you're on a Cruz Campo.
I've trapped myself to a little crate of lefts. So I'm on
Oh,
left.
lad, I was going to go Leffy as well. I love a Leffy. Little bottles as well. Are you having it in a chalice or are you having it from the bottle?
From the bottle, mate. A little 330 ml.
Hardcore.
Lovely. Nice and cold.
Love that, mate. That's a great shout. Tato asking just to see some player stats just before we kick off. There's average ratings, no massive surprises. Well, a couple of massive surprises, and actually Romoshenko doing well. A shit draft pick, and then goals. Your boy Nicholas got off to a flyer the other night, mate.
Yes, very, very good second game. He didn't turn up in the first one, but yeah, we all know he's not getting dropped. He's going to be playing strike for the rest of eternity.
Tato was pretty convinced he's going to have a stroppy season based on his testing, but I think a hat-trick in game week 2 probably puts that to bed.
I think with he doesn't like holiday managers. He needs a little bit of a tender touch every now and again.
To be fair, other than a season with Scotty Bostock at Bostock, you are the Anelka Whisperer. I don't think anybody else has got anywhere near a tune. Vikings had a little bit of a run with him for a bit, but yeah, I think you are the Anelka Whisperer, mate. What's your secret?
Stay in the top 6 and don't sub him at any point. That is literally it. There's no secret. don't take him off the pitch, and make sure you're not losing loads of games.
Early doors, you can't read too much into the form, really, given how competitive the league is. Anything standing out for you at all, mate?
No, it's good to see everyone off the mark. Is everyone off the mark, or someone? Oh no, sorry. No,
these two play each other tonight as well.
Presume Dabs at the bottom there. Sorry. Yeah, it's good to see everyone picking up points. It's like there's people losing already. There's only one undefeated team. It's just good to see how competitive it is, and I think it's going to be another one of them seasons where loads of points have kind of dropped, and someone will go on a run at some point.
Obviously, you're a veteran of the long war. Like, would you back up the shout that it's the most competitive league you've been part of?
I'd say so. Yeah, I mean, probably early days of my time in the Super League were very good. I can't remember there being too many cabbages about at that point.
I think we were all cabbages back then, weren't we?
Yeah, and I had a shifted team when I first joined the Super League, so it was a lot harder. But yeah, I think everyone knows what they're doing now. There's no gimmies. Even Rob Slough kind of is doing pretty sensible things.
You say.
Yeah.
You're doing sensible things until that, yeah.
He scored 4 goals against me. That's pretty good achievement for him.
Yeah, I don't think I could remember anyone scoring 4 goals against you, mate, ever. Maybe it's back to the Churchtown days. Fixtures tonight, I think there's some tasty ones in there. I really like the look of Bushrats and Warriors. I think Hobart Vanuatu is a good one. Steve's been 2 home games so far, 2 from 2. Big little kind of test for him, first away shout. Townsville, that venue looks good as well. We're gonna go Bushrats and Warriors first, mate. So we're not gonna go there. we are going to go to Bushrats, who go like this. Tato is 1 defeat and 1 loss. Interestingly, goes 3 DMCs, which is now kind of the Tato formation, but the arrow in Desai in the middle. We shouted out the check.
Desai will not like that arrow, I don't think. He's not happy with his gaffer there, I don't reckon.
He's not going to be anywhere fast, is he? 10 pace, but 10 pace, 10 acceleration. But yeah, it's decent crack. Over at the Wagga Waggas, did they beat you first game of the season? Yeah, struggling for goals maybe. 0-1 against Wanganui, where they didn't really turn up. But I think definitely a top 3-11.
Yeah, I think Ian Hart's probably the only one. Well, Harasimovic until last season. And Ian Hart, but obviously Ian Hart did very, very well the first game, and Harasimovic has been doing well for a while now. The rest of the team is proven and got loads of quality in there, a couple of absolute stars as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And rumours that the chair will open the gates of hell of the transfer window open if he doesn't score tonight. Predictions here, Tims?
I'm going to go 1-0 to the Bushrats.
And the gates of hell be opened. I think there's goals in this, I think there's massive goals in this one.
I've not got any party poppers or anything like that.
You know what I thought was great crack. I quite enjoyed like Phil and Daz in on There Is Your Money and Hard. I quite enjoyed Phil and Daz in on like some of the comp champ folklore the other night, like dropping in Hodgie's Devil's Side and mentioning Churchtown with you and Asta with Tato. I think it was a good little kind of education for Daz.
Not that you remember now, you've got all of it. So.
Surely not. 1-0 coming up to half time. Rustico into the box. Bushrats have created a couple, but have not really done much. I'm guessing it's going to be much sixness from the front two. Milevski putting himself about a little bit, and Desai and Lawson trying to do bits. Maldini being a rock as always. But Ian Hart with his second goal in 3 games for the Warriors. Pretty solid. Barthez with an 8. What did Ian Hart score from? Contra cross, far post, running in at the back and just belted it in there. Both go as is, Evening Horse.
And he would have belted it as well, wouldn't he, Ian Hart? He would have belted it.
Absolutely twatted it. Played paddle tonight, mate, for the first time, kind of proper. You went a bit of paddle? You played it before?
Never played it, mate, but I like the look of it. I think I'd fancy myself a bit of paddle, yeah.
I think you've got the fucking wingspan of a 747, I think you'd dominate.
Yeah, hand-eye coordination's decent, and I've got the wingspan, like you say. You don't have to move much, do you? Like, just kind of...
No. Right. Yeah, the singles court's like it's the same size as a badminton court, but long ways. It's like length rather than width. The doubles court's like a tennis court, which is quite good. But yeah, I think fucking wingspan of a giant you'll be all right.
I need to give that a go. I've always fancied it, but never. I don't think there's much round our way, but I think there's the one place that does it.
Yeah, it's definitely taken off a bit. Yeah, Hodgie's definitely banging a paddle. You can see that a mile off. Yeah, give it a blast, mate. I think you'd love it. I tell you what's weird though. It's obviously tennis balls on a badminton court. So getting the kind of touch is really like I struggled in the first set. So just fucking blasting everything against the back wall. Yeah. Are you doing anything here if you're Tato chasing 0-1?
Probably not yet, but he will throw bodies forward, or at least long arrows on 60 minutes, I imagine. Tato's benches are usually a bit like this, aren't they? He never usually has much excitement on the bench, really. So yeah, it's not kind of Pierre's not going to do anything that Mark Viduka can't.
He's Tato. He's definitely utility over quality kind of guy on the bench, isn't he?
Yeah, definitely.
I think we're going to see Giggs and the Hyler-Chick bomb on, and maybe those two into midfield in a full Chester kind of flat 4 across the middle, I think. Sorry, Spud, I didn't realise I was on condition there, mate.
Maldini is a class pickup for Tato. I like that one.
Unreal. Yeah, unreal.
I didn't get a chance to inquire. Obviously, I'd Samuel, so I wasn't really looking in the market for a lefty, but he's one I'd like to have at some point. Yeah.
Hodgie's saying he can't get a paddle court unless he plays at 9:30 on a Friday night. Yeah, it's getting that way around our way as well, mate. It seems to have just absolutely took off all of a sudden. It's all over TikTok. We watch one paddle video, mate, and they're everywhere.
Like in fucking paddle, what do you call it?
Paddle fitties.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. I bet there's some paddle fitties out there.
Oh yeah. There we go. Just making sure. Extend the winger. I was lost him off for Pearson number 3 up top, and Scotty was an as is. Let's just check. Yeah, 2 as is from Scotty, and we roll to the conclusion of the first game of the night. If this was to hold, it would be 3-1 nils that Warriors have been part of. Yellow card.
That kind of team this season already. It's 23 games in, but it seems like they're going to be one of them tight teams that I would love to manage.
Yeah, and they do see it through to the end. That is a really shit game to start off with. And I can see already Tato's kind of berating his team. Maldini with a man of match performance, 12 tackles, 1 from 13, 7 of which were key. Early doors, early seasons, just about getting the wins in the bag and getting as many points up to game week 10 in it, Dims.
Yeah, get as many points on the board as you can. It's worrying times for Tato though. He's not been in great form for a while now in this format. So yeah, I imagine he's flapping a little bit inside.
Yeah, maybe he'll be knocking on them transfer doors. I think we'll see. Double click. We're going to go over to Townsville and Rapa Nui. Townsville with a win and a defeat. Look like this. Kaladzé comes in for his debut. This is a little bit of you, this, Dims, isn't it? A little bit of East Coast.
Yeah, there's a few players I like in there. I don't like the arrows and the DMs. I wouldn't be doing that. Not with no one left behind there. But yeah, I do like a few of the players. Although it's not as strong as it looked last year, I don't think, in terms of names on paper. But yeah, I think Townsville have been struggling, and Hodgie is probably wondering what he can do. It's not kind of gone right for him so far, is it?
Yeah, I would agree. Rapa Nui go like this. Obviously, you've seen these. Was 4-6 last game out. Clive, who'd done very little until about 60 minutes and then bagged a couple. We'll see how that gets on. Prediction, Dims?
I'm going to go 2-1 home team, Townsville.
As we get underway, I'll tell you, I thought you might have been a football tonight, just running a bit late, and you might have snuck a pint. Do you remember the days of Steve Wright 5 and drive?
It's right, it gets a bit of ice in it, so it's fine.
Yeah. I was thinking about that tonight, just when I was thinking, Dims might be having a quick one after football or whatever.
No, I was just watching the last of the Seven Kingdoms.
Like you're going to say, last of the fucking summer wine there, mate. 40 minutes played. We're Bob Morientes gets Townsville 1-0 up. For all Townsville haven't looked great, this would be 2 wins from 3, which is a decent enough start. Hodgie's knocking about in the chat, but I cannot see him wanting to do much. Mendes de Silva, who is definitely a bit of you, Dims, has been really, really good for him.
Love him, yeah, he's a great little player. Love him. I've always had him, never really played him that much, and apart from when he was in a pretty shit Churchtown squad, but he was great for me. One season he was really, really good. So yeah, I've got a soft spot for him, definitely.
And Rob Sloth over there, Clivert's getting hooked. Wow. Touted as the best striker on the save by a couple. He's hooked at half time as we crack on. Me and Dimble were having an extended conversation on FIFA the other night about war films. So if you've got any war film suggestions, feel free to
give us some good ones that we might not have seen in the chat. That'd be good. Stick them on the favourite list.
Yeah, you need to watch Downfall, mate, honestly. I know I said it the other night, but it's fucking brilliant. Baz Ferguson on a 6 is a little bit of a concern. Condition-wise, nothing really to worry about. Do you rate Taibbi, Dims?
He did okay for me. I've had him for a couple of seasons. I don't mind him, but I think there's obviously better out there. Probably about 9 or 10 to be precise.
He was great for Greavesy that season, wasn't he?
I think he's decent. It's just you're looking for a slightly better keeper in my opinion, but he's not bad.
Yeah, and it's a roll all the way from both. Be a bit shit if it was. Well, actually, mate, it would be fucking perfect for perfect Dimble's core comms if we opened with 2 1-0s.
Yeah, brilliant. Let's get all the 1-0s in.
Tribute to the Dimble.
And we get on get on FIFA quicker as well, which is always a bonus.
Yeah. Tato's misses having an early night tonight.
I know.
And there is Imar, 2-0. And there is Kandaya, who is amongst the top 5 rated in the save.
Dad Boot sounds more like a fucking YouTube search.
Dad's Boot.
New porn, sorry.
Is that the one? Is that the one about Italy, Rob? In terms of the boot, like the Monte Casino and all that sort of stuff. I don't think I've seen it, but I think that's the one. Full time 2-1. Both teams scored. Townsville created a hell of a lot there against Rob Slough. That's 8 goals shipped inside 2 games. Mendes de Silva, look at that man of the match performance. This is fast becoming a little bit of a tribute to you here, Dimble, mate. As Rob Slough is on the away defeat 2-1 Townsville.
That's Boots, the submarine one, isn't it? The German U-boat.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, there you go. German submarine.
Yeah. Over at this one now. This is a side that is struggling. Vikings are yet to score a goal, Dims.
Madness. Look at the names on that team sheet. The Robin Veron Nedved thing is a bit of an interesting one because it should work, but then if you were to ask me at the start of the season, will it work? I'd have said probably not.
Yeah.
I noticed he's obviously changed shape a bit there, so that might help. But yeah, very, very good players though.
Yeah, really, really good squad. Definitely need to score a goal. And are you ready for this? This is the absolute antithesis of you.
Oh, good on there. That's yeah. I don't mind that. It's better than that strikerless one last season. I don't know though. I'm not convinced. But maybe that might break the game engine. You never know.
You never know. I'm not sure I can. Oh, Jens wanted to go fucking late as possible, didn't he? Oh, fuck. Sorry, Jens.
Just put it on very slow, it'll be fine.
Sorry, Jens. Getting too distracted by the war film chat.
Have you seen Memphis Belle? That was filmed around my end.
Was it?
Memphis Belle, yeah. It's they fly out. There's like on the trips to Germany bombing. A bit similar to the latest flying one. I can't remember what it's called now. That came from the Atlantic and stuff.
Yeah, he did a really shit job of explaining that, Dims. I'm not gonna lie. I followed you for half a second. I was like, I need Jens to win here, otherwise he's going to be fucking livid with me. Robin on a 6 and Terry Gattuso on 6s, Victor on a 6. Rocks isn't here, but it looks very much a kind of 50-50 shootout. 3 shots to both. I'll take the pelters for not pushing them as late as possible, but it is what it is. Sorry, Jens, mate. As is from Rocks, and we'll crack on. We're gonna have another 1-0 here, 1 goal margin. 60 minutes. Assuming me and Dim's game. Well, I'll go you next, Smuts, if you want, mate. Dims will not mind going next. That sound, Dims? Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, we'll go next, Smuts. Condition-wise, nothing to worry about. A couple of 6s in there still off the 4 players that were on a 6 at half time. Over to Roxy. Mickey Laney on a 9. Nothing else above a 7 for the rest of the squad. Yavan with a couple of chances and Baumo with a couple of chances, but none on target. Bit of a ball fest, this one, mate.
Yeah, let's just get Roxy's mad subs in and let's go. Yeah, Mussolini's enjoyed himself though.
Swap him and Dyer, and push someone in the MC, I think.
Done. Nice story, is that?
Had us both. Rocks, tell us about the fucking damn bus that's flying from Grimsby next time, mate, please. He had us absolutely on strings there, by the way. Just like the whole Asol World's just waiting on his every word.
Oh.
What? Rocks. No, it's your own fault, Rocks, sorry.
Yeah, that's gone, that Rocks.
Yeah, sorry, bud. Oh, and it is Iron Robin who does get the goal. Yeah, that was a good 30 seconds after. We get the full time, and it is Iron Robin who gets man of the match. Sorry, Roxy, mate.
It was funny though. Fucking minute pause for the done was good.
Over to Rocks, much more competitive, but again, just struggling to find the back of the net. Wouldn't surprise us if he goes big for a striker. Who's he got up top at the minute? Yavan. Yeah, he's not good enough, is he? He's not good enough.
Paragon might make a difference there.
Yeah. We're going over to the Unicorns. Smuts with a perfect reverse. I didn't spot that until I was looking through the save before 4-2 and then 2-4. Smuts obviously went, I think, 3 wins from 3 started last season. And this is how he goes tonight. Thoughts on Europa over the night, Dims?
Yeah, I think he's got good enough players in good positions. Apart from maybe, you'd question Simic, but I think he can hold his own. But the rest of it's really solid, yeah. He's got some good players not even on the pitch as well, not even on the bench. So he's built a decent squad again.
Yeah, to be honest, I think it's probably the best squad I've seen Smuts. Well, not necessarily the best squad, but the most traditional squad.
Yeah, Ayala, Emerson, and Liam Pio could be playing for anyone, I reckon. They're getting my squad.
Yeah. Talk us through your side, mate. You obviously did very little business in the summer. What was the thoughts behind it?
I probably did more than I expected to, actually. But yeah, I wanted to bring some more attacking players in, move away from the wing backs to wingers. So yeah, just did that. I've got loads of options. My issue is I've got loads of options. So I've got kind of probably 5 or 6 players vying for kind of 3 or 4 positions in the midfield and the attacking midfield. And I don't know what to do. So I'm just going to see how it goes for a few games, and then I'll reassess before the next window.
Yeah, which might come a little bit earlier than planned, to be honest. We know what happens when people start putting the pressure on, which is absolutely the right thing because we love fucking transfers. 34 minutes played, and it is Brugink who's kind of flip-flopped with Collins in AMC and Mackay, and there is 2-0 to the Unicorns. Dims was not expecting that double punch there, mate.
No, but I am in the crowd. Look, you can see me there. Look.
There he is. I mean, it's insane how much that looks like your Dims.
It's actually crazy.
Yeah. Especially that is exactly the type of top you would be wearing in the middle of summer with exactly those styles of sunglasses.
Got those glasses, yeah. Those glasses from the early 90s there,
yeah. It's an as-is from Smuts. Are you doing anything, mate? Are you holding your nerve? Or
I'm going to make a change. I'm going to bring on Ronaldo for Dexter Barria. And go to 2 up top, please. With Ronaldo on the left. It was good.
Ronaldo on the left, 2 up top, and Q with an arrow.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Okay, mate. And we'll see if the Blitz can get the next goal. A lot of Blitz post half time there in terms of possession and text. The Unicorns coming back into there. Ogrong over the big tackle. Mendy a body checked by Hubia. Ronaldo loses out. Free kick as we click on 60.
Yeah, I've not really got anything to change the game here. I'll just swap Kewell and Del Piero, and then I'll roll. Yeah, I think I thought Zaylis and Butt would be enough in DM, but I'm not controlling the games as I'd like to. So maybe 3 DMCs might be the way.
Yeah, it's
boring as it is. I don't like losing.
Yeah, kind of 4. I'd say probably 4 seasons ago now, maybe 5 seasons. Maybe it emerged as like the meta, didn't it? I think there's a reason why so many people play it in there. Scally only making 2 tackles out of 10 is interesting. We'll just wait and see what Smuts wants to do. I can't see him doing anything here.
That's because of fucking Scottish binman, that's why.
Do you rate him or not, or do you think he's overhyped? Or
I don't like those players in general. I don't like the ones that are really low ability and kind of break the game a little bit. I'd rather have a good player. That's not to the levels of like Ryan and Macca and that lot, but just there's something about who Collins and the Scally I just don't quite trust.
A gap for Mackay. That's a weird one. I'm just going to give him a second and make sure that's right.
Is he planning to sell the gap soon, hasn't he?
Oh, he needs an appearance, does he? That might be exactly why, Dims. Yeah, you could be right. Someone's just confirm that is right, and you're happy with that. Yeah, the Scally sorts of players don't sit well on your spreadsheets, mate, do they?
No. Oh, Mackay looks injured, so.
Okay, good spot. Good spot. We didn't spot that much, so well in. Next goal, massive. That Kuehl and Del Piero switch around. Sam well into the book. Ronaldo with a chance with Hyypiä in the way there again. He's going to have a big game by full time. Beckham puts it over the bar. Patsoglou putting himself about. I think that was Hyypiä into the book. Ronaldo dipped with a save. And that's a big goal. Won the big blitz in with a shout. Zambrotta on 80 minutes. He's Dimble's boy. Goal kick, 4 minutes to go. Have they got anything in them? No, it fizzles out, does it? Del Piero. Elias. Ronaldo hits the bar. Oh.
Go on, Nicky.
And that is an absolute sucker punch inside the last 10 minutes. Smuts will be absolutely livid. And I noticed Dimble didn't celebrate initially because we're so used to seeing that fucking offside flag.
I've had fucking loads of them. Yeah, I've learned over many years that not to celebrate too early, especially those ones in the 90th minute.
Yeah, it's like preemptive VAR, mate. Sit there in silence until the actual scoreline changes on the top of the screen.
It was the initial introduction of VAR that I reckon. That flashing text and then the fucking, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Kuehl got the assist from the left wing. It was definitely his cross that swung it in. And Zambrotta with an assist and a goal doesn't get man of the match, bizarrely. Smuts definitely will be kicking himself there. Scally continued to have a poor game, only making 5 from 15 tackles. And probably just not enough of the ball really based on those passes compared to yours.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it wasn't. Just check the web. It wasn't breezy, was it? Because Shea Given and the breeze don't go well.
Yeah,
just going back to the Alf days.
Yeah, absolutely. And Hodgie sitting there on slow, dragging the offside call out. Taking 5 minutes to decide if it counted or not.
At least it wasn't Rox delivering the commentary. So
yeah,
that's one thing.
Yeah, absolutely. We will go with Vanuatu Hobart. We spoke at the start. Vanuatu are 2 from 2, but 2 home games. It's their first away side. You'll recognise this from Dudley Hill in the season that never was, Dims. Any comment?
I like it.
Yeah.
And Steve loves it as well. He doesn't trust himself enough to stick with it. He's done it a few times. So yeah, I hope he sticks with it, if I'm being honest, and just get better players to suit it or something. I don't know. I think it will work eventually. With Ndiaye there as well. Like that's all you need. You need one of him if you're gonna play one DM in the 4-man midfield as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you got him there, you can do pretty much anything in front of that.
Yeah, absolutely. My view of Dan's side was I don't like it, but I think it could work. You'll probably be a little bit more comfortable with some of the players in here, I reckon. But any insight into KD?
There's some weird players, isn't there, like Vargas, and I suppose there's less of them in this team now. Patrick Anderson, I wouldn't class as kind of top level. Cooters off up front, but yeah, he's got like sprinkling of real quality in there and a tactic file which will be solid as fuck. And Dan has players that he likes, which a few people do, but Dan seems to be kind of less trendy than the rest of us. But he's always a difficult opponent, always.
Yeah. Prediction here, mate.
Score draw.
Stewart with a chance to go 3 from 3. Ferdinand into the book. As I take a sip of tasty beer.
What you got?
I've just got a Cruz Campo, mate, so I was going for you having Snap. But yeah, I didn't realise you were going up market tonight.
I just remember a little cruisy.
Yeah, it's a big Steg pen can as well.
Shim, well, that's your boy, so that's a nod to you. That.
Raul is injured, and we'll just wait and see. Yeah, I tried for Simkoviak in the transfer window. I think he's great. I think he's so underrated, man.
I do like him, but I don't think he does much. I think he's a good player, like a nice player to have in the squad, but I think he doesn't really do much. Yeah, a goal and the 7 is what you're going to get from him.
Yeah, I do like him on the right. I just never play wingers. I would play him at AMC and you get a bit lost because he's not got the best physical stats, but I think you get the best out of him playing in a.
Exactly agree with that, mate. He's not got great strength on that, has he? So, yeah.
See, we do know we're onions, mate. We do know we're onions. 31 minutes played. Emerson fell by Nikiforenko, who's had a quiet start this season for Vanuatu. 1-0 at half time, and it's 2-0 at half time. This is a statement win for Hobart if they do manage to hold on. Again, unfancied players, Elbar and Simkoviak putting them 1-0 up. We'll jump over to KD, 8s and 7s and 6s. Anderson and Shivu on 6s, but probably because they've done very little, although Shivu has missed a few tackles. Yeah, Steve playing down these chances a little bit, and a load of 5s in there as well. That'll put you 2-0 down at half time. Hedman,
how's Nicky looking? I had to turn down a decent offer from Steve that included Nicky, so I'm intrigued as to what he's doing. He's done all right, started well.
Yeah, and obviously last season he was okay. I think he was one of them last season that he didn't contribute much directly, but the team was definitely better with him.
Yeah.
Hodgie saying when he joined Super League, Albert was the man.
I think he's got a good reputation in general. Like, I think he just didn't do it for a few years in the Super League, so he's not as fancied these days. But I can see where that came from. I think he's a good player.
Yeah, stock of players can kind of fall very quickly, isn't there? There's probably about 25 players in the save whose value will always be high. Everybody else is like recency bias.
Yeah, even like someone like Varane now, though. Like Varane's probably not got great value not as good value as he did.
Yeah.
But, yeah, a few seasons ago, he was rated as one of the best players, wasn't he?
Yeah. Simak Fazonian rolled a 60. Hodgie saying he was the man, but he always ends up with Rob.
That's probably what's damaged his reputation, yeah.
Yeah. Simkoviak is everywhere here. Joe Cole steps up with frustration, and Simkoviak wicks in the and die into the book. A lot of bookings here for Vanuatu when we jump to 77 minutes. Corner kick.
That looked like a 2-footed challenge from Joe Cole.
It did, yeah. As we get to 77 on the click, nothing to worry about. I can't see Dan changing much here. Maybe he's protecting one of the yellow cards. Maybe Shivu.
He's not got a defender on the bench, has he?
I didn't even look that far, mate. You could be right.
Vargas can be dropping, I suppose. Yeah, it'd be a stranger. I think I'd probably just stick with it for now. There's only 13 minutes left. Tato's horny over Glimt. That is a good result, though. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Loves an underdog.
I've never seen them play. I've obviously seen what win they've been on, but I've never seen them play. So I'd be interested to watch that in the next round. Is it they get Man City again? Is that right?
I don't know. I think it's a potential 3 or 4 teams depending on who are drawn out. I think like the window of teams gets reduced, but like in terms of who you can draw, but I still think it's up for draw. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. See what Steve wants to do here. Yeah, but I went to, obviously, I went to the Seville game the other week when I was away with the students. I need to get to more international games because the atmosphere is just unreal.
Yeah, I've not been to many foreign games. I went to that shitty little playoff game in Iceland, which was fucking great. Like really good. Like it was like 1,000 people there, but it was brilliant.
Roll Hedman steadied himself. Okay. What I was really, and this is a an absolute rout by Hobart. What I was really surprised by is like the amount of singing, but like genuine singing, not like chanting. It was like a very Spanishy European kind of thing. It kind of surprised us a little bit because I've never been to a game there. This is a statement win for Hobart, who dismantled the best team in the league so far. 3-0, having only, to be fair, had 3 shots on target. Dims, your immediate reaction?
I'm happy for Dan. It's a really good thing for the league to not have someone going to run away with it. So that's another good thing. Obviously, Steve will bounce back. Is it Hedman and Edmondstinker? Yeah, Hedman will get over that. He's a good keeper. Rio Ferdinand won't get over it because he's an absolute fucking cunt.
Yeah, he's got that in him, Rio, though, honey. Booking in a 5, he did that for me a lot in season 1. Yeah, great. Hats off to you, Dan. There, you can only do what you can do, and that's a statement win. Tuvua and Wanganui, 2 boys that we've got to know a hell of a lot over the last year of playing FIFA or so. Not done much business, Dims. Were you expecting that to be the case? Were you hoping it was the case? What's your kind of vibe on the time wasters?
2 absolute top lads. I know, like, not everyone knows them properly yet, but like properly good lads. So yeah, just pleased they're doing well. The team, they kind of took loads of advice off Tater and myself, and a bit probably yourself as well, which helped them. I'm really pleased they've not done too much business, because we know how that can turn out when you're new to the game.
Yeah.
But I think it's that Saeed, Simeone, Ortega, Campbell, Van Nistelrooy, Saviola to a certain extent are all top players. And if you've got them in the team, it doesn't really matter. As long as you've got competent people around them, you're going to do okay. So hopefully it'll be a decent season for them, although they're probably not going to be as good as they were last season, because it's pretty rare that you're that good.
It is.
Especially when you're new to it.
It is. I was just clicking on Van Nistelrooy there because I know it's Van Nistelrooy, obviously. But he's been unbelievably good for them for the last kind of 40 games or so. He's been absolutely class.
I love Reid. I mean, time I've had him in competitive champ was scuppered by Aldred. I had him up front.
Yeah, do you know what? I was just thinking before you said that. I can't ever remember you having him. And it's rare you can usually remember a side with everybody having everybody, really.
One of my favourite teams was that team that was second place to Aldred's Scumbag Cheaters. That's one of my favourite teams I ever had.
You were on course to win it. I think one of my texts in the chat when we discovered Ryan was cheating was, Dims, I'm sorry, I genuinely thought it was your year, because obviously you hadn't won a star by that point either, had you?
That's right. Yeah, I was getting very close, and I'd also agreed a couple of transfers for the next season that would have made me even better as well. So I was absolutely loving that save and that squad. So yeah, it was gutting as anything, but still managed to get the Macarena in for home.
Wanganui with a traditional formation are 1 win and 1 defeat, and Tuvua are 1 win and a draw. Wanganui were a really, really good home side last season, and that is a good start as you can expect. It's 1-0 from Zidane. Cheers for the shout.
Zidane seems to fit Wanganui and Sav, doesn't it? I think he's there you go. As I'm saying, he scored again. He just seems like a Sav player to me.
Yeah, he's going to get a hat-trick here, mate. Saviola, who again has been really, really good. Mido's everywhere as well. There we go. There we go. You can tell what's going to be top of the What's Hot, the What's Hot graphic tomorrow.
Zizou
3-zoo. 45 minutes coming up.
Don't need AI for that headline.
No, mate. That's the only reason the league's got me involved, mate. I'm telling you. It's my only contribution to competitive champ over the last fucking 10 years. Shit graphics. Wanganui absolutely on fire. Zidane, I thought we might have been on for a half-time 10 there, which is a rarity. But it's 3 from 3 for Zidane and a first half hat-trick. Yeah, bit fucking mental, that, Dims.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Landon Donovan still not getting involved.
He doesn't know, does he? Yeah. Oh, shit, that. Back-to-back keepers chucking them in. Hedman chucked them in and Costanzo chucked them in. I haven't seen...
Unsurprising from Costanzo, because he's a bit like that, isn't he, sometimes?
Yeah, he can be an absolute danger, can't he?
Yeah, he's just don't trust him. He looks very good on paper. Like, his stats are ace. His ability and all that stuff's good, but I also wouldn't trust him.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Him and Frey, I'd have them on a home save, but not competitive. Any changes there, Sav? Sav's just absolutely basking in Zidane's glory here, and he's just forgot it's half time. He's just absolutely having a vinegar stroke here.
Let him enjoy it.
Yeah, I suppose the Zidane hat-trick's a rare sight, in it. Well, I'm pretty sure he got one last season as well, didn't he? Pretty sure he did.
I remember he got a hat-trick for Bostock back in the day in the Super League, but yeah, maybe last season. And I know he did well last season. I'm not sure he got a hat-trick though.
Yep, as is Duggan. There we go. Duggan about 4 up. What's that? Oh, about 4 up. It hasn't came through, Sav. Definitely hasn't came through. Sorry, mate. As we roll to 60.
Yeah, I can't see that either.
I don't know. It's definitely been worse over the last 6 months, the whole YouTube disappearing comics crack on it.
Yeah, I remember it to be last season in one of the games. It's really fucking. It's really annoying when it happens to you in the chat. Because you feel like a right cunt and everyone. Yeah, I mean, you feel like a cunt for bringing it up, but you want everyone to know that you want just ignoring. However, yeah, I get where Sal's coming from. It's just it is annoying as well.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a.
And obviously, it's no good for the streamer either. The streamer just has to get on with it because you can't sit there forever, can you?
Yeah. I don't know if it's like YouTube's move to just try and make everybody pay for premium. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we'll see. Can't see Sav doing too much. There's some stellar ratings in there. Janet Cheddar, he's boy on a 9. He's definitely a player you associate with Sav.
Definitely, yeah. He's he was Alf's baby. Now he's Sav's baby.
Yeah, and probably up there with the other DMCs. Really, maybe he's not top tier, but definitely not second tier down, I reckon.
Yeah, I think he'd get a starting job most seasons now.
One for Van Nistelrooy, Youngberg off Overmars. Donovan's clawed it back to a 7, so just leave it. As we roll it through. There he is. Fucking hell, Sav. What a result this is for you here, mate. It looks as though he's going to score about 6, yeah. Zidane again. He's going to have a 10 at full time, him. Saviola. Oof, big save. Oh, 4-3. Ooh. Who's that sent off? Simeone sent off. What a game this is. Someone was rooted to the spot there. Sav, if you can let us know if you want to do anything with the 10 men.
Do you know what? Even if Tutovera don't get the equaliser here, or they probably won't now anyway, but it's nice to see a team fight back. You know, when it looks like you're going to get battered and you get a fight back, I think it's always good. Yeah, it's good for the next game, isn't it?
Sav's said exactly the same. Sav's fucking cheering them on there. I mean, he'll regret it if it's 4s each at full time. But long hours on wingers. And then OB, just let us know if you want to do anything in there, bud. Sav's a leave it. Leave the rest, thanks. We'll put it on fast and we'll see what happens. Here's Saviola. See down on the counter-attack. See Roberto offside. 4 minutes added on. We're into them now. 93, 94. Full-time whistle's going to come. And Wanganui do hang on with one of the best first-half performances you're ever likely to see from an individual. And that is the myth. It was on a 10. Zinedine Zidane. Well played, Sav. That's your top of the what's hot pile this week, I think. As Dim said, kind of spirited fight back from Tutovera. It's one of them where the game's just decided Zidane's going on a mad roll.
Yeah, he's just tip your hat to Zidane there. It was absolutely brilliant and won the match for them in the end. I think, both managers would be fairly happy with that in the end.
Which takes us to the last game of the night, which is the Aborigines, who go like this kind of 5 across the DMC line, and a front 3 of Tony Amoroso and Rocky Santa Cruz. And then the Dragons just changed things slightly with Vieira going into midfield and Petit into DMC, and Raquelme onto the bench. As we kick off the last game of the night. Daz already putting the snooker cue on the rack. Steve Wright would be absolutely hating that, by the way. But yeah, with the drive.
He's not on about the game. He just wants you to bum him.
Yeah, don't give Spud any ideas.
So send that on WhatsApp, Dad.
Yeah, we do that, and we'll roll until half time, and that is half time. Bit of a nothing, that bit of a drab, boring fest. That we got the ratings. Paredes having a great game despite a yellow card. Frey and Janowski on 8. The rest 6s and 7s. Daz, let me know if you want to do anything there, bud. And then over to Dragons. The front three haven't really clicked as of yet this season, offering absolutely nothing. Daz rolls to 60, and we will roll to 60 as well. As we get to 46 minutes. Oh, and Constantino hits the post. Yellow card again. Lots of bookings here for Dragons. Aborigines look on top. Amoroso with a chance. Oh, that side never even saw the ball. Yeah, I spotted that, mate. I spotted that. And we'll go to Daz first and just see what he wants to do, given he's not live. Look at Tony, Serginho, Rocky Santa Cruz, all with very, very minimal touches on the ball. We are going to go Torres for Const and just give Raquelme a little arrow. And over to Dazzler, see what he wants to do.
Apart from Janowski, it's a very, very strong side, that.
Yeah, I really like this DM line. I think it's part of the reason why he's been so competitive in the first 2 game weeks. Tony off for Tomad. Stewart for Bishgan. And swap sides with Paredes. There we go. Okay. And we roll it through to the conclusion. Vieira, the half a chance, goes behind. Free kick. Feels as though Aborigines are right on top. Raquelme with a half a chance. Boya with a half a chance. Not much being created by either side. 3 minutes added on. And that is a really shit 0-0. That is a terrible game for a headline. And you know what? The reason I didn't get top 6 last year was because I dropped 4 points to Daz. And that kind of continues the trend. He's a bit of a bogey team for me, mate. Paredes with the man of the match performance. Horse absolutely loves him.
It's always Daz's fault. Oh, he does. Come on.
Paredes with a man of the match performance on a 9. Yeah, definitely much more competitive Aborigine side this season, Dims.
Yeah, he needs to kind of stick to his guns, not flap a bit. Yeah, that's 3 solid performances, decent result tonight. I think you'll see decent things from Aborigines. It depends though if you want to stick or twist. You can stick and kind of finish kind of 8th to 10th, 11th, or you could always look at the top 6 and think, can I make it by making this transfer? And that's Daz's demons to kill off.
To exercise, yeah, definitely. Aborigines 0-0 with Dragons, Blitz 2-2 with Unicorns, Bushrats 0-1 to Warriors, Hobart with the performance of the night 3-0 against Vanuatu, Townsville 2-1 against Rapa Nui, Vikings 1-0 against AFC Nuku'alofa, and Wanganui with probably the game of the night, not necessarily the performance of the night, but definitely the game of the night, a 4-3 against Tutuvua. So that leaves us looking like this. Hobart and Dragons are the only undefeated sides still remaining in the league. Hobart on 7 points, Wanganui, Warriors, Townsville and Vanuatu on 6, Dragons on 5, Blitz on 4, Unicorns on 4. Yes, of course you can, sorry. It was a bit of a shit game, Jens. I'll be totally honest with you, mate. You did very little for about 3/4 of it. And then Maxim got the assist for Robin pretty late on. Yeah, spot on. I shall. So, yeah, and then at the bottom end, AFC Nuga are the only side without a point. Aborigines with 2 draws. Vikings with their first win tonight. Rapa Nui with 1 from 2. And Bushrats with 1 from 2 as well. Fixtures next week, Dims, is Nuga against Bushrats, Hobart against Townsville, Rapa Nui against Wanganui, Unicorns against Dragons, Vanuatu against the Blitz, and Vikings against Aborigines, and Warriors against Tutuvua. USD, always a good game next week.
Yeah, I've had the beatness day recently, so it's one of them where like you always feels like it's going to swing back the other way, doesn't it? But there's never an easy game in this league. Like literally never an easy game.
you look at the fixtures and you're like, oh, maybe, but it just never comes, does it?
No, even the shit teams have got very, very capable of of beating anyone. So like, yeah, even if the teams down the bottom are struggling, they've still got it in them to cause an upset every week.
Yeah, 100%. I'll just do a quick little look at the team stats for the boys, because they'll ask. Nothing massive standing out there, but Anelka's top of the goal scoring charts. Ian Hart holding his own there again. In terms of assists, Sam Brotler and Anelka near the top, you'll be all right, Dims. And
sound that, innit? Sound.
Yeah, it's early on. It's ominous, isn't it? Cheers for joining us, Dims. Really enjoyed your company, mate. It's been a bit of a blast from the past. Feels very steer cool. Yeah, I'll catch you on the side, bud. All right. See you in a bit, mate.
Bye, mate.